Bring it on. It's on. Surprise! I'm back. Let me at 'em. Ready for battle.
What is up, guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to play the new reworked JAX. So the main change is in his ultimate, which basically deals lots of magic damage now, and it is also AoE. And once you have a point into your ultimate and it is active, then you only need 2 auto attacks to get that empowered W off. And there's also some changes to the scaling on his abilities and stuff, but overall pretty similar to how he used to be until you get level 6. So starting with the E level 1, guys, especially into a matchup like this, and actually you want to do it every single game because it makes him one of the strongest level 1 champions in the game. And I like to try to cheese in the brushes and stuff. That is what I try to do early on, because if they leash the red buff and come this way around, you can get a free trade-off. So I played really aggressive all the time on this champion. That is also why I am going for the Ignite. That is also something I recommend that you are doing if you're playing lower ranks, and even higher ranks if you're confident on the champion. But it will help you snowball, and you know, snowballing on a scaling champion usually means it is over for the opponent. And then Q second, you can also do W second, but when you're pushed up and you're getting ganked or something, then you at least, you know, you can ward and then you can Q hop to it, or to the minions, if there are any behind you. Right now I'm gonna go up and ward here, so he did not leash, that meant that he probably started bot side and he should be up here soon, so I'm gonna get this ward down. Got the W, so the empowered auto attacks. But before using your W, guys, because it is an auto attack reset, 1 auto attack in and then W. Fast damage and lots of damage. Now I had to try to keep his passive down, otherwise he's just gonna be full HP soon. So if he walks up, we're gonna Q, auto attack, and then W. Like this. I used the E in case he tried to Q me, because then I might have been able to kill him. Also your E, guys, the different ways of you can use it. First of all, if you're using it to trade, then use it once the opponent is getting their auto tag off or ability off, because then you maximize the duration of it. But if you're only using it to engage with, okay, he should be fine. If you're only using it to engage with, then you can just use it at the end, you know, when you're going to catch somebody. So for example, you charge your E, and then you Q to the opponent, and then you recast the E for the stun. That is what you can do if you just need to catch them, and you can kill them guaranteed afterwards. But if you want to use it for a full trade, then don't immediately use your E. You can see how I'm using it against the Garen. When I think he's about to use his Q silence, because it's basically an auto attack, that's when I charge or use that E. Then you kind of maximize the potential of that ability. Not sure what my AD carry is doing in their jungle, but okay. So the champion is pretty simple to play, like really easy to play. So it's something anyone can pick up, and also because he scales so well. Because he scales so well, guys, it's very easy to carry with once you get a couple items, or even if you learn how to play aggressive and pick up a few kills. It will help you a lot. So now we are going towards the Blade of the Ruined King. As I said, this is a strong first item choice. So I like to buy this first. Some people like to get the Divine Sunderer first into the Blade of the Ruined King. That is also fine. But when you can afford to play aggressive, this is the item you go for. We'll be getting this and the Divine Sunderer, and that's basically the spike. And it is a late game champion, meaning you don't have to go for kills all the time. As long as you can farm up and get to the items that you need, you should be good to go. Also, new abilities and stuff. that was about time as well, because they were really outdated. Now every third auto attack is going to be an empowered, so what you like to do like this. And then you can see this. They actually showed it up more clearly now, but you can see this empowered auto attack being ready, and then you just Q to the opponent, auto attack, and then W to reset it. That's what you want to do. So stack up the ultimate passive on the minions. Once this is ready, Q to the opponent, auto attack, then reset it with a W. I think he's baiting based on how he's moving, so we're just gonna stay back a bit. We also don't see Graves, so there could be a 3-man top. You go in and just troll, why not? The ultimate is ready to go as well. The active, once you use that, is going to deal AoE damage around you and also gives you defensive stuff. Can I get a Q off? Nope, I'm dead. I had a feeling people were here. But it's okay, we got a kill. Nocturne got the shot down, so that's not the best case scenario, obviously, but it's okay. I think I got ignited as well. You should take this one, bro. Bot lane also has prior because Karma stopped, so you should be going for Drake right now, but oh well. Let's get the refillable. It's a little bit late to get it, so you don't have to do that, but I like that extra safety. We do have the Wham Scepter right now, but again, it does give us sustain, but the healing is not a lot. So the cool thing about this update, first of all, your ultimate dealing AoE damage and also giving resistances, is the fact that once this ultimate is active, you only need, like on your second auto attack, your empowered passive is coming up. Yeah, so the power of the lethal tempo, also of course making your early game a lot stronger. Does not scale as well as Conqueror. But then again, if a scaling champion can reach late game a lot easier with the lethal tempo, then why not go for it? The thing is, when he starts snowballing, it's pretty much impossible for the opponent to get back into the game. He has physical damage, he has magic damage as well, so a bit difficult to counter when you want to itemize against him, just due to the fact that you had to invest in a lot of gold. Sheen, of course, being another good item on him, because he can easily prog it. Okay, Garen coming in. You can see how I'm always trying to perfectly time the E with his Q silence. If you're playing against the AD carry, do it with their auto attacks. They have some kind of empowered auto attack, then try to do it with them. And you can see you can Q to any target. Any target. It's a bit overkill with the ultimate, so I'm not gonna use it here. But we start the snowballing process. What this champion does not have is very good wave clear. So you will be using your E to wave clear a lot if you just think about pushing the wave. But if you do that, it might leave you vulnerable against, you know, ganks and if the opponent tries to flank you or something. So be careful and only use it when you're certain that it is not needed. Okay, the squad is coming in. Oh, okay. Should be dead. Nice. We solved the Hasai coming in, so we could just keep trading, so it's alright. I think that is a bit overkill right now. If I go in, I just get knocked down by the Garen, so it's a bit overkill.
An ally has been slain.
From our friend Zach, but you know what? I got a rip buff, so I'll take it. And also, since you can Q to anything that's targetable, you know, minions, wards, even your own wards, it's the reason why you don't want to sell the stealth ward for example, the sweeper. Because it basically gives you a free dash. Might... Okay, he's not. Wait. We can go for this if she waits a little bit. Oh, nice. Oh, I might be dead. I am so dead, I think. Can I make it out? No, I'm dead. 1.5 seconds and I could Q, ward and then Q over. But he flashed, so I think I was dead anyways. There are lots of air ramming going on, but honestly, for me it's fine because I managed to pick up kills along the way, so I get to scale up. And they play something like a Nocturne who does not scale, then it's a lot better for me. Now we will go into the Divine Sundra, so Sheen is a really good item, JAX. I'm just gonna wait for it. You proc it really easily with your abilities, and it actually adds up to a ton of damage. So basically, you auto attack the minions twice, so your empowered auto attack from your ultimate is up. Then you Q to the opponent, auto attack, then W, proccing Sheen and all that fun stuff. That's an insane amount of burst damage. That you also have on a very low cooldown. So that is going to be really fun once you have that, but then again, Blade of the Ruined King is a massive spike that you do not want to underestimate. I think you should be a bit careful. I have a feeling then, okay, they're bot side. I thought the Nocturne might be top, it's fine. But just keep pushing it out. He's a split pusher, so of course you want to be spending lots of time in the side lanes, but because of how they changed his ultimate with it giving you a lot more stuff when it hits more people, he's also better at teamfighting now. And also 100% AP scaling on the ultimate, so you can go for some fun AP builds, I'm pretty sure. And then another bonus of the Sheen, of course, it also working on towers, making your split pushing that much better. Just keep pushing it out, of course. Wave clear not the best on this champion. He doesn't have, you know, AoE. Now he does with his ultimate, but AoE is the main way of clearing out the waves. That allows us to get, I believe, the first tower. It is indeed. So now we have access to the top side of the jungle, so we can start invading, but Nocturne is a bit fed, so I feel like it'd be a bit risky. Let's see if we can help out. Oh, he's struggling a bit mid-side. I'm gonna wait a little bit until her E is up, so if she hits that, then we can time our stuff. Or if he dashes in. If he dashes towards the Zoe, she might get flanked by the Nocturne. Nice. Good job. He has to watch out here. Good job by the Zoe Reno. She might still die because she's not respecting the Nocturne. Alright, and same thing as usual. Show out the waves and then look for a roam if that is not possible. Into the enemy jungle or try to take away the objective like the Rift Herald. Given that you're stronger than the opponent. Now he should be topside soon because his red buff is spawning, so we can play around that and expect him to come, assist his teammate in a fight if we force one. So be a bit careful with that. And also CDR boots on JAX, absolutely huge, because, you know, lower cooldowns on abilities and then you also get ability haste, and when you get the Spear of Shojin, guys, it is fun time, trust me. We have some insane scaling as well on our side. We have the Zac, then we have the Twitch and Lulu. One of the best scaling duos in the game. So we don't need to force stuff in the early game. Like if it goes wrong, we just play for the scaling part, you know? It is very hard for anyone to do anything against a Lulu and Twitch. You can take this easily. I just keep pushing and then try to force people to come top. Then I can try to invade his side here. Placing ward here so I can see if he's coming this way and then drag it into the bush. There's a lot higher chance of you actually getting the buff. Okay, we're good to go. Almost went wrong, I had to use my Q there, but we got it. You see, if I was not in the brush, he would have seen it, right? And then maybe I might have even died. I would definitely not get the red buff, but I might have died in the process. Watch out for Nocturne, please, guys. So now the base, or like the map, is pretty open. And that means we have lots of things we can do. So when I get back to, you know, lane or something in the middle of the game, I go from mid here. And then if something happens, I'll be there to help the allies sometimes. And if nothing happens, I can just go back to the side lane. This is like a way to prevent your teammates from getting destroyed. There. Come on, can we get him? We get him. I don't want to Q ward. He's dead. Nice. So JAX, better at team fighting. Still not the best, of course, because it is not his goal to team fight, but he's better now just due to the fact that he has some AoE stuff on his ultimate that can damage everyone close, and then he also get a lot more, you know, armor and MR. Okay, we see the Nocturne just recalled, so we can go ahead and push this out. You can also like ward over here and then jump. I feel like he might be ulting me top soon. I'm gonna keep that ready just in case. But we have this Divine Thunderer and we have the Blade of the Ruin King, so we are Astro Fed and Astro Strong. Farm not the best because we have been fighting all the time. Okay, bro. So like this is a way you can use to get out with. Should be getting them. Oh, that's a nice problem. I can try to flank here. Oh, he's ulting. Oh my days, bro. Somebody flashed? Flashed out? I don't think we want to do this though. Yeah, he got destroyed pretty fast. So he just hit back. So the disadvantage of having Ignite is the fact that you cannot help out your teammates, you know, as fast. And you also cannot split push as greatly. So Ignite definitely does get outskilled later on in the game, but at the same time Ignite helps you get to the late game stage. Like it helps you with the scaling part. So if you think it's worth it or not, that's totally up to you. I'm gonna place a ward here so I can see if he's coming this way. Then we just go to split pushing, because the Drake is spawning soon, so if I can force him to come top somehow, then it might be a free Drake. Auto sacked and W, and you see the Sheen proccing as well. We can just keep pushing here. I probably will not be able to help with the Drake. It's a bit risky for me to push out as well. They had to start the Drake before I can push out, because otherwise they can just kill me and then they can go to it. He might actually be coming. I think Nocturne might be ulting me. No, he's bot side, okay. Oh my days, bro. He wants to ult me, that's not happening, bro. That is not happening. We just Q to the minion and we out. But that's the problem, the Nocturne is getting insanely fed. Bubble. Maybe they can get a... If they get the kill on the Nocturne and they lose the Drake, that's all fine. It's actually pretty good. Kill the Nocturne, guys. That's a big bounty on them. Oh, we got the Drake too, okay. Everybody dying for it. Yeah, they are. So now me and Zac has to stop. Yeah, Baron attempt if they're going for it. And also the reason I'm not going, you know, Mercs or something is because I already have Tenacity in the runes. You can definitely go for armor boots, but you know, this scales up so well with this ability haste build. They're going for the Baron. Down the pushes out really fast. Feels like we cannot contest it, because they actually have pretty strong team fighting with the Seraphine and the Armor Graves. King tries to go in. Has to get out. I had nothing to jump to, sadly. Unlucky, but you know what? Zac secured the Baron. I got 2 kills, so That's probably the best case scenario. And my teammate's cleaning up, so now we'll have the Spear of Shojin. That's going to be extremely nice for that scaling part. And you don't have to build this after, you know, these two items. If you need the tankiness, then just go for it. You don't always need to just get damage. Now we are sitting on almost 70 ability haste, so that's 41% cooldown reduction. Imagine how fun that is with your E, guys. It has 4.5 second cooldown. So in a fight, you can actually be spamming that almost. Okay, nice try. Don't go filler. He's gonna get one shot by the Graves. I feel like that is what's going to happen if he does not respect. We'll just go back to split pushing. So this is a insane ARAM game, so if you look at the farm, it's pretty low. Actually everybody. And that is going to happen sometimes, especially in lower ranks. You can definitely expect that to happen very often. Nice. But we can keep going. We're gonna wait a little bit for the top bot lane to push out top, because if Nocturne ults bot side, then I'm probably dead once again. Now if he ults bot, they're gonna lose a lot top side. Yeah, he's holding top, I think. I hope he is. We just keep pushing. No, he's ulting mid. And nobody knows why. They got the Zoe, but they're losing everything top. So now we push bot, adding that more pressure to them. So now they're kind of panicking, not knowing what to do. And that's how we want to pressure. And that right there is the power of the new JAX. Every second auto attack proccing that ultimate passive instead of the third one actually is so huge for his scaling. That's actually so huge. And it only works like that while the ultimate is active, so if it's going on cooldown, of course it will go back to every third auto attack instead of the second one, but it's insane, guys. Alright, let's get some tankiness. That is definitely needed here. This stance is going to be the tanky item. But you have so many items that you can build, honestly. Because he's a versatile champion, you can go Thornmail, you can go Randuins and so on, depending on what you need. The top side is completely destroyed, so nothing for me to do up there. So now I want to be bot. Also the Drake is spawning soon, so if you can somehow pick up a kill or two before the Drake spawns, that would be extremely nice. Try to push this out a little bit. I'm keeping this ward in case I get ganked, then I can try to Q over. It's a lot better if you Q over to walls and stuff instead of just queuing back to lane. Because then they would have to like invest, you know, flash or something into getting that kill. If they want to get that kill. It's also harder to chase you when you jump over walls instead of just straight behind in the lane. You have to push this out a little bit more, almost 16. If I push up like this, it's harder for them to engage, but if it was Zoe, then the Nocturne would insta-ult. I think we should be doing the Drake, because it's the third one. Nox gonna ult up Nocturne. You can also get the tower into the Drake. Actually, can we get a little bit of damage onto this? Let's try. Yeah. It's better than nothing, but you can see just two, I think it was 1 or 2 auto attacks, but with a Sheen, that tower is melting really fast. So his split pushing is absolutely nuts. I'm gonna place a ward here, even though I need it myself. Such a good spot to ward in. I'm not getting the Oh my god. Okay, let's help him, let's help him. Grace, please. There we go. And they are gone. Completely gone. Can we go ahead and end? We might be able to, should not be a problem. Because you try to identify like the main targets. Nocturne is fed, but that Graves is also insanely fed. His damage is nuts. So I try to focus him down, because then I can also protect my allies. But this new JAX feels insane, guys. I can highly recommend picking it up as well if you're looking for a insanely late game scaling bruiser. It is also really easy to play. We need to end before Nocturne ults. That was how to play the new JAX. Really hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching and see y'all next time.